Today we're discussing old ways of marketing your home daycare versus the new ways. Welcome to the video. My name is Rizakos. I'm an early childhood educator by trade. I have over 25 years of experience in this industry. I actually owned my own childcare center for over 16 years, sold it a few years back to focus on my marketing agency that serves childcare business owners from all over the world with their marketing needs. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the old way of marketing your home daycare or childcare business versus the new way of marketing your childcare business. So let's get to it. The old way of marketing your program or your childcare business would be by printing out flyers and hiring, let's say, a teenager in your community or maybe your nephew to go around and pass them out to random homes. You may even be tempted to print out these flyers with those little teeny tiny numbers on the bottom and pin them up at your local grocery store's bulletin board and hope that someone finds them and rips out your number, calls you, books a tour with you, and enrolls. The old way of doing business does not work anymore. Why? Because that model was based on the hope and promote mentality. We hope that someone's going to see what we are posting around. We hope that their ideal client is going to find our little flyer at the grocery store and think this is the daycare for my child. We hope that all this paper that we're printing is going to land on that family's doorstep that desperately needs childcare, and they're going to call you and book a tour, a visit with you, and enroll in your program. That does not work anymore. The world has shifted. Everything has changed towards the online space. So hoping and promoting does not work anymore. Flyers and bulletin boards may have worked back then, and I'll be the first to attest that I used to do this. When I was running my daycare at the beginning, I remember walking with like hundreds of flyers printed on like blue flashy paper in my purse, and everywhere I went, I would take this out, and I had little pins in a little Ziploc inside my bag, and I would just pin this up in my grocery store or the pharmacy's bulletin board and think, there you go, I just marketed my business. That does not work anymore. So let's talk a little bit about the new mentality, the new kind of mindset of marketing. And as the years progress, as the social media and the online space becomes more developed, everything is going to shift towards the online space. Now that should not scare you. If you're running a home daycare, I know chances are that you're probably not very, excited about the idea of doing videos or showing up online or figuring out tech and all that fun stuff. I get that, but as a business owner, you should definitely be interested in different ways, new ways that are working right now that can definitely keep your program on the map, keep you top of mind, and obviously keep you fully booked. So let's dive into some new ways. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is, as a business owner, you have to constantly be marketing your services. Okay, so this is not something you do only when a child leaves or when you have an open house in a few months or when you're just starting your business. Marketing should be something that you actively should be doing every single day as a business owner. Okay, now with that being said, the way we find clients now is very, very different versus back in the day when, again, we used to hope and promote with our flyers. Now everything has shifted in the online space, which gives you an advantage. Why? Because you can actually, without leaving your home, reach hundreds of people in your community. With a click of a button, you can reach many, many eyeballs. And that is really powerful, okay? So we want to make sure that we are meeting the families that we're trying to attract. We want to meet them where they're at, right? It's not their job to come and find us. It's our job to position our business in front of them so that they can become aware of our business, your program, right? So how do you do that? Well, you do that with your website. You do that with submitting your URL links or your website and all your local directories. You want to make sure that you are found on Google if someone searches for you, right? You want to be able to have a social media presence, so Facebook and Instagram, and really just show up every single day and share. Share about your program, share about your open house, share about you as the business owner, share about, an amazing review mom and dad left you on your website. Share, share, share. The more you do this, the more you increase your trust factor, the more you really position yourself as the go-to person in childcare, and the more your face, your brand, your business stays in front of the feed and top of mind to that local audience that you're trying to attract. Okay, so we know the moms and dads are obviously hanging around online. We know that they're scrolling throughout the day, even if they're working, they're on their lunch break, they're in their bathroom break, whatever they are, whatever they're doing, we know that their phone does not leave their sight. So we know that they're scrolling throughout the day. So your job as a business owner is to make sure that you are staying in front of them, always top of mind, right? The other thing you want to think about is you want to increase your chances of getting found online. Again, having a website is important. Making sure that this website is optimized with the right keywords, so then when someone goes on Google and searches for let's say a home daycare near them, that your website pops up in their search. That's really important, okay? We want to make sure that we are attracting these moms and dads as they're scrolling with stop the scroll worthy information, with graphics that really stand out. We want to make sure that we're able to cut through the noise. We want to be able to have content that attracts, engages, and really aligns with the program that you're running, right? Every single daycare that I've worked with, every childcare center that I've worked with, they all have different types of programs. Some offer, vegan meals, others are more nature-based. There's Montessori, bilingual, Reggio. There's all sorts of educational approaches and curriculum out there. So what makes your business, your daycare different? You want to make sure that your content really aligns with that. So when you're putting all this together on social media or on Facebook, that you really stand out from your competition, right? You also want to make sure that you're starting conversations and that you're asking them to start conversations with you, right? A basic, flyer can't do that. But now with the click of a button, you can actually write something and encourage moms and dads, if they have questions, to send you a DM directly on your phone or on your WhatsApp account, right? It is really, really powerful. Parents do not want to wait. They don't want to wait for an answer to their question. They don't want to kind of rip out a little phone number and hope that you answer the phone. They want to be able, number one, to connect with you. So videos and content and social media is really important for that. But they also want to be able to get their questions answered quickly. People do not have a huge attention span these days, right? We live in a society where we have everything we need to know, with a click of a button. So this is no different. So you want to make sure that you're always leading them to that conversation, because the faster you do that, then the faster you can actually offer them an appointment, get them in the door, put them through your tour process, and hopefully they enroll in your program. Before that happens though, they have to be able to feel as though they can trust you and that there's a connection there, right? So that's why it's really important that you're always positioning your business, your website, your social media in front of their eyeballs. Because if you're not, and you're trying to leverage the old school way of hoping and promoting and posting flyers randomly and thinking that that's going to work, it will not. It will not. So focus on the online space, focus on having a strong presence, and focus on meeting your client where they are at and kind of encouraging them to follow you on your page, send you a message directly, get on your wait list, or receive your newsletter. But it's really important that we let go of the old ways of flyers and hoping and promoting, and really just dig deeper into this brand new way of marketing our businesses online, through websites, through social media, through your content, and really just making sure you know exactly why they should say yes to your daycare versus the daycare down the street. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know under the comments, do you have a question about marketing and how you can be a better marketer when it comes to your daycare? I am hosting a live open house in just a few days, and I'd love to invite you to it. So it's basically a virtual open house, and I'm going to be teaching on the 3 marketing mistakes that most childcare business owners are making online. And then I'm going to open up my doors to my monthly membership and really just show you exactly, if you're a home daycare provider and you are struggling with your marketing and showing up every single day with content and graphics, and you just don't know what to do or what's working now, and you want to be able to have access to information that can actually help you really grow your daycare organically, show up to the open house. RSVP under this video. It's free to join. And I'm really just going to share with you what exactly that looks like and what members receive month after month to help them market and grow their businesses. So I hope to see you there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any questions, drop them underneath and I'll go back and I will answer them.